This video we will see the a spring boot layer, spring boot architecture. So before that, I want to request, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you are trying to create the project from the scratch, you can refer to these videos. And if you want to create the project from scratch for React.js, you can refer these videos or this playlist. So you can refer this one and you will learn. And now come to this Spring Boot application architecture. Here is the client. So first request at HTTP request come from here. We we give the HTTP request from browser or Postman, or either we have our application. From there we give. So this is the client. Client give the HTTP request. It goes to the controller layer. Controller layer uh, handles the HTTP API request, and the controller layer is annotated with @controller or @REST controller. So it interacts with the service layer. Next is the service layer. The service layer is annotated with the service, and it handles all the business logic. It handles all the business logic in our application, and it interacts with the database through the repository layer. Service layer interacts with the database with the help of a repository layer. So what a repository layer? Repository layer is annotated with @ repository, and it interacts with the database. So next thing is, when we get the response, we get the response as a DTO. We need to get the clean response from this service. So what we want controller should return is a data transfer object, which is a clean Java class. So the what is the utility repo? Utility repo contains the class which will have the more than one utility methods, and it can be common for the more than one classes. So like for the user authentication, sometimes we use utility methods to authenticate the user. So here is the next thing is entity. So what is the entity? The class which is annotated with @entity, which is like consider you will have the user information. You want to store or get the user information. So what you will have user class, and the user will have the name, age, and email, and the address, and that class will be annotated with @entity. It has those fields and getter and setter method. It will have the two string method, and it represents the database table. When and So next one is the configuration. It contains the application.property file, which contains the application name and the database configuration and the other things. So I will see I will explain with the help of one example that I have. Here is here is the controller. So this is the controller, and it is annotated with the REST controller annotation and the request mapping. So this class task controller, we have one service. So we have this service class we have injected here, and we have auto var, means we are injecting the dependency for constructor, using the constructor dependency to inject the service class bin here. So we have initialized it here. Now I want to get the list of the means task. So I am calling this service task service dot java. Here it is this class, and here I am calling this method. So this method I have also calling the repository method to get all the tasks using this method. So we are getting all the tasks from the database, like that our application work. So we have understand the Spring Boot application architecture. Next video onwards, we will uh, develop some application like that, and we will see how it's work and how we can request the HTTP API request, and we will fetch and push the data to the database. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe.